ìwọ ló ṣọlọ́run Dáfídì níwájú ogun Góláyátì bàbá mi.
Chibiroja sabotika.
Wà á sẹ́ni mọ́kẹ́ ń gọ́gìrì yaba tún ní sẹ́bí bìrì ìyàwó tí ní ìyàmọ̀ ń sọ.
Chibiroja sabotika bi.
Chibiroja sabotika bi.
Chibiroja sabotika bi.
Ọba tí mo ní.
Alágbára máa ní.
Ó ti yá.
Alágbára máa ní.
Ogun ayé bá ti dé já lórúkọ rẹ̀ o.
Ọba tí mo ní. Alágbára máa ní.
Ogun ṣàránṣẹ́ bá dìde já lórúkọ tí bàbá mi ń jẹ́.
Ọba tí mo ní. Alágbára máa ní.
Ó ní ẹ̀lànà fẹ́ni tó ń kọjá lọ nípa ìjùjà ṣá lórúkọ rẹ̀.
Ọba tí mo ní. Alágbára máa ní.
Ọba tí mo ní alágbára máa ní.
Ọba tí mo ní. Alágbára máa ní.
Èmi yóò máa yọ̀.
Lágbára rẹ̀.
Ó ti yá.
Lágbára rẹ̀.
Torí pálọ́run tó ń gbénu mi àṣẹ́jàṣẹ́ náà. Ó ti fayọ̀ sí mi nínú, ó ní kí n máa lọ kù sí ìṣòro nínú ayé mi. Ó lé mi ní ọmọ èmi ní jẹ́ mi ní nínú ayé rẹ̀ máa gbọ́ o. Èmi yóò máa yọ̀. Èmi yóò máa yọ̀. Sáà ló láti rí ẹ̀mọ́ mi ní. Sẹ́ǹkó bìrì ajagunmọ̀ kẹ́bìrì yabatu ní ìwòsàn. Ọlọ́run ọmọ já máa gbóhùn mi sẹ́rí bàtú náà. Bá mi ṣètọ́jú ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ẹbí ní Sẹ́fáṣadé. Àádọ́lá kìrì ẹ̀mọ́ ní ìwòsàn. Sábà lónìí kọ́ bìrì yabatu ní ìyànsẹ̀rí wa. Ọlọ́run adé òkè máa gbóhùn mi. Adé òkè yaba Hausa máa ti rí ẹ̀mọ́. Kẹ̀kọ́ náà mọ̀ mi ní. Ọlọ́run bàbá mi ò tún ṣọ̀gá máa gbóhùn mi. Kẹ̀kọ́ bìrì yaba Hausa máa ti rí. Ọba agbára fọ̀hún bí ara.
Ọba agbára fọ̀hún bí ara.
Mo bá Jésù fọ́hún rẹ̀ lókè bí ara o.
Ọba agbára fọ̀hún bí ara.
Ó ní sábà wúta mọ̀ mi wọ́n kọ́ gẹ̀rẹ́ yaba tún ní ẹ̀mí sọ̀wọ́ fọ̀rọ̀.
Ọba agbára.
Ó ní àlọ́ mi wọ́n sábà mọ̀ mọ̀ kọ́ gẹ̀rẹ́ bí tún ní ìyàmọ̀ ìsọ́ba tún ní ìyàmọ̀ fọ̀.
Ọba agbára fọ̀hún.
Sálọ́lá mọ̀ mi wá wúta dára bá tún ní ìwọ̀ ìsọ́gẹ̀rẹ́.
Ọba agbára fọ̀hún bí ara.
Jangola na mauko mi kongere wa sudi na usagi.
Ọba agbára fọ̀hún bí ara.
Májẹ̀mú ayọ̀, májẹ̀mú ayọ̀ ti Kristi lórúkọ ìjọ wa o, lábẹ́ àgbélébù.
Májẹ̀mú ayọ̀. Májẹ̀mú ayọ̀.
Lórúkọ ìjọ wa o, lábẹ́ àgbélébù. Ẹ wá darapọ̀ mọ́ wa.
Májẹ̀mú ayọ̀.
Àwa ń kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lọ́rùn bíi tàtijọ́.
Májẹ̀mú ayọ̀.
Bàbá mi sì ń dá wa lóhùn bíi tìgbàlù.
Lórúkọ ìjọ wa o.
Àtọmọ mi kọ̀rí kọ̀ wá dandan sí. Àbàtú ẹ lónìí náà wọ òṣèlú.
Májẹ̀mú ayọ̀.
Ọlọ́run bàbá mi Ọlájídé.
Májẹ̀mú ayọ̀.
Bá mi ṣètọ́jú bàbá mi Àròlé Abraham.
Ìjọ wa o.
Sẹ́bi ní Yamọ Ùsọ̀mọ̀ tí yẹ mọ́ mi. Ìdání tí ìwò sọ̀rọ̀.
Májẹ̀mú ayọ̀.
Supervising Apostle Adékúnlé o.
Májẹ̀mú ayọ̀.
Bàbá mi ẹ̀dùn ní kọ̀rí kọjá.
Ìjọ wa o.
Àbàtú ní iná òṣèlú.
Lábẹ́ àgbélébù.
Ọba agbára fọ̀hún bí ara.
Ọba agbára fọ̀hún bí ara.
Mo gbé Jésù fọ́hún rẹ̀ lókè bí ara o.
Agbára fọ̀hún bí ara.
Mo gbọ́ Jésù fọ̀hún bí ara.
Ọba agbára fọ̀hún bí ara.
Ọlọ́run jẹ́ bí blessing. Bá mi ṣètọ́jú òǹkù ṣe ni ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tó dára ni. Mr. C Baba Shop, òǹkù Táyọ̀. Ẹ bá mi ṣètọ́jú òǹkù Yomi àti Gio àti gbogbo big boys of Agni. Mo gbọ́ Jésù fọ́hún rẹ̀ lókè bí ara.
Ọba agbára fọ̀hún bí ara.
Mo gbọ́ Jésù fọ̀hún bí ara.
Ọba agbára fọ̀hún bí ara.
Mo gbọ́ Jésù fọ́hún rẹ̀ lókè bí ara.
Ọba agbára fọ̀hún bí ara.
Mo gbọ́ Jésù fọ̀hún bí ara.
Ọba agbára fọ̀hún.
Sálọ láti rí yàmà ni wọ́n kọ́ gẹ̀rẹ́ yàbá tún nínú mi ṣe fìrí yàbá.
Ọba agbára fọ̀hún.
Sẹ́ńkó mi sẹ́ńkó bìrí yàbá tún ní yàmà Hausa bá tún ní yàmà síbi ọ̀sọ́ bàrà mọ́ ni.
Ọba agbára fọ̀hún.
Ànàrà mi ìwé jàrà mi Hausa bàrà bá tún ní òwúsọ́ rà kiri yàmà ni.
Ọba agbára fọ̀hún.
Ọlọ́run mi mọ Hausa bá ó tìrì yàmà ni kọ́ńgẹ́ tìrì yàmà. Ọlọ́run bá ti jẹ́ mi. Ọdún ìtún ti ń kọ kọjá lọ lẹ́yìn tó kù kọ́dún yìí parí ọlọ́run pẹ̀kún mi rẹ̀ o kò dé ṣàánú fún mi. ohun rere táyé ń gàn mí sí tí wọ́n fi bú mi ẹ̀mí mímọ́ sọ gbogbo rẹ̀ dayọ̀ fún mi. lórí iṣẹ́ ránṣẹ́ mi ọlọ́run pẹ̀kún rẹ̀ lórí àwọn ọmọ tó fi fún mi ọlọ́run pẹ̀kún rẹ̀ lórí adé orí mi ò bàbá lómi jẹ́ mi ní ṣàánú fún mi. ọba onímájẹ̀mú ayọ̀ pẹ̀kún rẹ̀ o bàbá mi.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing today? How is our day been? How has our day been, Benny? How are we doing? What's up? What's going on? My name is Kika Diamond, known as Noble Police. Please help me to share if you can. I'm sorry I'm not in my uniform today. I was rushing and I wasn't coming from home. Good evening if you're just joining me. Who is watching? I'd like you to introduce yourself to me. If you're watching for the first time, tell me your name. Don't tell me your address, so I might come and eat your food. But if you're watching, say hello to me so that I can recognize your presence. Hello, Mrs. Yemisi Oni Ayababa Shako. Hello, Uncle Yummy Yummy. Uncle Yummy Yummy. Good evening to you, sir. How are you doing? How are you doing? The topic today is who should we help in the society? But before I go in the topic, I've been seeing a lot of things going on Facebook. I've been seeing a lot of comments about it, and if I don't talk about it, so let me talk about it small. I'll just mention. I'm not going to do a program about it because it's really not my, how can I say it? I wouldn't say it's not my business because it's my business. It's because I'm from there, right? I guess everybody knows what I'm talking about already. I'm just trying to bring out the details before I go into it. Should I say congratulations first of all to our Oba of Onife Ogunwusi Jaja one, right? If I'm right. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to him. I've been seeing a lot of things going on about the new wife. I really don't know why. We Nigerians, there's nothing we can do. Seriously. If she's from Ilorisha, we will talk. If she's from Muslim background, we will talk. If she's from Christian, we are talking already. Why? She's just, we all human beings. How long do you want Oba to stay single for? When he was single, we're complaining. When is he going to bring a wife? Now he's got a wife, We're complaining he's a pastor, she's an evangelist, she's that, she's this. Who else? Nico Feshu Nico Lofeni. Answer me. She Eshu Nico Bafeni. And if we know that, we all know that Oni of Ife, he believes in Eledua. He called Jesus Eledua. He believes in Christ. He goes to church. He worships God. Our culture will always be our culture. It's just like when we say our children should learn our culture. They are English, those that are born here. But it doesn't stop them from being Nigeria. So it's similar situation. It's the same situation. And her stepping on the blood, as I can see loads of comments on that one because she stepped on the blood. I beg, which blood did she step on? Isn't it human blood? Isn't it animal blood? Ẹ̀jẹ̀ wo ni Jésù fi sàmì? I'm not a Bible person or evangelist or whatever, but little that I know, I can talk about it. Ṣebí ẹ̀jẹ̀ ẹranko náà ni Jésù sà sí ara ẹnu ọ̀nà. If I'm right, correct me, So please let him be. The only thing is for us to wish him every best. And onígbàgbọ́ and onígbàgbọ́ coming together, to me, it's gonna be a long relationship because prayers conquers all. They both understand each other the way I see it. I've not been in their household, but looking at the observation of who is married or who he has married to, because he's married already to the queen. He's got a queen now. They probably have something in common together. And if you remember, you have to have something in common with somebody you want to go out with or you want to marry. If you don't have anything in common with somebody you want to marry, it's not gonna work. So please, 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 let Oba be. Let them be. I beg you, let them be. So once again, congratulations to Oba of Onife. Akinyela Tilesha, Noble People International Magazine. We wish you all the best. Kabiesio, Kadekbelori, Kirupe, Pelese, Ayanya fi nu shoyu, Afi enyi gbomokun. And by this time next year, we'll come to rejoice with you and your new baby. I heard she's a virgin. Well done. I don't know how she keeping that till virgin or ocean want that dear. But any which way, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. So today's topic, I'm coming back on today's topic. Please, if you're watching, please do say hello so that I can say hi to you. I know some people are online. Some people don't want me to call out their name because maybe they just want to be watching silently and quietly. That's fine. If I'm talking too fast, please let me know, as I always want to improve in what I do. So correct me. If my English is not good, let me know. Teach me. I'm willing to learn. And if you want me to speak Yoruba, mix it together, that is fine with me as well. So good evening once again. My name is Kike Diamond, known as Noble Police. And thank you to my engineer, Noble Gongo Funrare, and everybody that works here, all my team. I'm greeting you. I salute everybody. So who are the people we should help in the society? Because often we forget that some people need our help. And sometimes we just need somebody to cheer us up, to say, oh, I'll come, I need help, Nibiko. Because often we forget to do things for ourselves. And often we think only help we can give is helping our family only, or somebody that we just see every time like that. But there are some people on the street, there are some people that live in our community, there are some people that live out of our community, there are people all over the world that need our help. And the little you have, I'm not a rich, but I'm not even rich. But the little I have, if I have, I can do. If I don't have, I don't do. But once in a while, we need to put ourselves in a situation. What if it's me? Sometimes our close friends need our help. They might not be where we are. They might be far away from us. They might just need that little helps. You don't need to give £50. You don't need to give £100. Sometimes common £10, £5 can be enough. Well, not enough, but it can go a little way for somebody in Nigeria or some other country where they can change the money to make a better life or to feed themselves for a day. So I put loneliness, for example, is not restricted. It's not restricted to the elderly. It's not restricted to anybody. Many people who complain about loneliness are from the growing group of divorce. Sorry, that's the way I can pronounce it. Divorce. Many other people would willingly play a significant part in setting up or running in the community. Like we know, all these elderly people, they like to keep themselves busy. Just to keep their mind active. Sorry, I'm not looking. I was doing friends request. Good evening, Auntie Sheon Enyiloju Oluwa Odebi. I'm sorry, this name is batting well every time. Longer and longer and longer. See. Good evening, ma. Good evening. Thank you for joining. Yeah, elderly people likes to keep themselves really active. Good evening, my beautiful Auntie Sophie. Good evening, ma. Good evening. The contact Auntie Sophie. So, like I'm saying, but when we see elderly people, right, they're even more active than us. because they like keeping busy. I've worked with them. They like to play games. They like to do bingo. They like to go out, not club war, but they like to be among themselves. They talk together. They share the experience together. And sometimes, that makes them live longer. But sometimes we have the ones that they're housebound. They can't go out. That is where we come in to help them. You might have a neighbor that is an elderly. You think, you might not get into trouble. No. Start being friends with them, talking to them, communicate with them. From there, you can start interacting with them. Ask them if they need help to take their bin out. I know most of us will say, I should go back Kiara for one. Yes, but that is not enough sometimes. They need you to help them. So that is where we come in, even in the community. When you get on the bus, try to talk to them. Some of us sometimes, we just need someone to talk to us along the way. I'm a chatterbox, When I get on the bus, if I see people that they like to communicate, just if you say hello to me on the bus, that's it. Conversation has started. Even if you don't say hello, I will say hi. How was your day? Are you okay? From there, conversation has started, and that is what some of us need. So that is one part of people that need our help. There are some companies that need our help. People need our help even all over the world, not just in a particular place. Nigeria needs our help. America needs our help. All those less privileged countries, they need our help. Cancer Research UK, they need your help. People that are in UK, Cancer Research UK, they need your help. They are a charity organization, but without the society contribution, they cannot do it themselves. Thank you, ma. Thank you, Auntie Sophie. God bless you. Love you too. Thank you, ma. I cannot forget the picture we took together. I still have that picture since when? Oh, gosh. Like I said, Cancer Research UK, they need our help. They are a charity organization, but without the society contribution, they cannot do it themselves. Sometimes we say, Ijoban follow, Ijoban sponsor one. They need our little contribution. You can volunteer for them. You can be part of the researcher. You can go in and talk to the clients, things like that. There's so little that we can do that we don't know. NHS blood donations, they need our help. NHS blood donations, they need our help too. Giving blood to save lives. Some of us will just say, some of us are even scared just to go and do it, or we don't even know how to go about it. But this blood that we give, it saves lives, not only our own lives. The blood you give is a lifeline in an emergency, and for people who need long-time treatment. Many people would not be alive today if donors had not generously given their blood. Maybe I should read that again. NHS blood donations, even any blood donations in any country, be it in Nigeria. The only problem with Nigeria is I think they sell it a bit. They don't give blood free in Nigeria. Blood is money in Nigeria. But if people can come up together, if there could be an organization, that could help, and I don't know how they can do it, but if they could do it to help people in the community, or to help a particular hospital, where they will make an awareness that if you go to that certain hospital, blood is free. Because your blood that they drink to people that needs it. Giving blood saves life. The blood you give is a lifeline in an emergency and for people who need long-time treatment. Many people would not be alive today if donors had not generously giving the blood. So let us not be afraid of giving our blood. People with sickle cell particularly, they need, most of them get blood transfusion. And not only them, but we have so many illness that they might need blood transfusion. And without us helping them, they can't get it. Most will die. So they need our help. Organ donation, I know that is a little bit far, but if you don't mind donating your organs, organs is not, there's so many things that comes with organ, but it involves surgical removing an organ from one person and transplanting into another. The person providing the organ is called the organ donor, and the person receiving the transplant is the recipient. Example of organs that can be donated include the liver, the heart, and the pancreas, and the instant. I can't call it all. Most organs donations are from deceased donors. I want to cool. Sometimes we say, which is scary, that you don't want to leave any part of your body in life. You just want to go with everything. But we do have people that do write this down, that they are willing to do it when they die, that other people can use their organs. Organ donations is easier if the living donor and organ recipient have similar blood type and tissues match. But this is not always, it's not every, so far you're willing to donate, they will always have, there is always somewhere that you can get help with it. Now I'm coming back to the Sickle Cell Society. Most of us don't know what it is. Most of us know, but we ignore it. Most of us, because we don't have somebody that has it, we think, we don't know the feelings, we don't know the pain, we don't know what the people go through that has it. And these people really, 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 really needs your help. There's quite a lot of things that I'm going to read out from it. But these people need our help. Sickle Cell Society believes that individuals with sickle cell disease have the right to quality care. This can only be achieved if funding is made available to educate health carers and other professionals about the condition. And this is why they need your help. The society aims to provide this. The society does not discriminate between types of sickle cell disorder. The ethnic groups consign, because we have different kind of sickle cells. We have the main sickle cell, which is SS, SC, AS, but this does not limit. So far you are a carrier or you have sickle cell itself, they will help. But they need our help in the society. They need people that would volunteer. They need people that would donate blood for them. They need people that will do a campaign for them, so that the government can know that this thing, it's not easy, especially for carers, for the people that has it, for people that have sickle cell disorder themselves, for the parents, for the children around them. They need help. They respect every views of every patient. They have a network, committee, volunteers, but they need more people. And once in a while, they do a group, what did I call it? A workshop. They do a workshop for people so that you can learn more, you can know more. I'm not going to take our time today. I just want to come and, it's just an awareness of people that needs our help. Sometimes you just need to be waking up and say, look, these people need your help. You need to help. Sometimes when I talk about voluntary work to friends, they'll say, why are you doing voluntary work? Or what do you want? Yes, I am not doing it because of the money, but I'm doing it because I want to help. And through voluntary work, there's all these words are just coming, that there's opportunities. If you don't have a job, you can find one. If you're studying, it could be a work experience for you. It could be somewhere to just keep you going, somewhere to just calm you down. Poor countries, they need our help. Some people will say, why should it not be my own country? And say, why is it not Nigeria? No, I'm putting it all together. Poor countries. It could be anywhere. They need our help. Some will say to themselves, I don't care what happens, to them. They don't live there. They don't have any business there. Why should they consider helping poor countries? When you help them, it makes them developed. There's some countries that don't have water. There's some countries that don't have food. There's some countries that don't have clothing. They don't have anything. Yes, we might be thinking, what is the government doing? Some countries, it's just a similar situation to what is going on in Nigeria. Some countries are even worse than Nigeria. We've seen some of the adverts that goes on the telly. So you see some kids that they don't eat. They don't have food. They don't have water. They don't have slippers. They don't have clothes. The house they live in is very poor. Poor countries need our help. It might be by us donating, giving them food. It's not all about money sometimes. Good evening, my big auntie, my mentor in prayer, Auntie Bolaji Martins. Women of God, if you need someone to pray for you, don't inbox her. Although whether developed countries are plagued by their own respective incidents of poverty and lack of resources, developing countries suffer greatly in terms of their accessibility to medical aid, vaccine, clean water, and a number of other amenities that are gravely understand in importance. With this said, we must venture beyond the bounds of our own comfort zone and aid other countries because we are lavish with such a bounty in resource ourselves. Like the way you are now, you are okay. These countries are not okay. Medically, they need help. Physically, they need help. In every area, some countries need help, which I call them poor countries. We should emphasize with other human beings, empathize with other human beings every day. Countless children succumb to curable disease, malaria, and a number of other diseases that is going on. Both children and adults are sold into slavery and trafficked around the world. Of course, this will happen if, that country, there's nothing there. People are looking for ways of surviving. That is why some of them are going out of the country to go and be a slave. They'll start doing all these things that they don't want to do because of money, because the country is poor. But if we can have a group, I'm only saying a group, because one person cannot do it alone. If one person stand up today and said, I want to go and help so country, he cannot do it alone. She will need all our help. That's why I always say, if a group of people can gather together. I've said it once to I'm not sure if it's my sister or one of my friends. I said, why do we have so many charities Nigeria? I'm sorry to come on with that one. I'm not talking to any particular person. I'm talking in general. We have so many. This one will say, I'm doing charity. The other one is doing charity. The other one is doing charity. The other one is doing charity. Why can't we all come together as one? Have somebody that is monitoring. Know where you want to help today. If it's Bariga, my heart is coming off. If it's Oshodi. If it's Ijebu. If it's Ekpe. If you come on if you can come together as one, just like churches, I'm sorry to go back there, but if all charities can come together as one and form a group, I think it will make it better and easier. That way poverty may a little bit be better. A little bit better. So please, poor countries need your help. All the clothes that you no longer need. The charity in this country don't need the clothes. I'm sorry to say. Because most of our clothes, we Nigerians, is African clothes. They don't wear it. If you go and put it there, they don't wear it. So again, if charities can come together and form, be one, all these things can be done. All these clothes all over can go in one place and send it wherever you want to send it to. If it's Afghanistan, if it's Indian, if it's Nigeria, if it's Pakistan, you know that, okay, we've done this, we've done that. I'm gonna go to homeless people because that one really touched me when I was looking up on what goes on around us. Who are the people we should help? And with the homeless, in fact, Ogun Papa. Sometimes, even me, I've said it before. I've said, I want to make homeless, like they make themselves homeless. Sometimes the case might not be that case. People lose things because of maybe just silly mistake. Even it's just like a car. If you miss your payment once or twice, they might take the car back. Some people have bought a house in this country and lose it because they cannot come up with payment. But we don't seem to look at it in that point. We see it as they made themselves homeless. Some people, yes, they might make themselves homeless. But some cases, let's take another step and say to us that might not be the situation. You should help the homeless because they have things that you don't have. Or is it the other way? You have things that they don't have. They might not have food or shelters or clothes. You do. They don't. Homelessness is mostly caused by mental illness. There are other reasons too, but mental illness is a primary reason. Mental illness is a valid and illness is cancer or heart disease. This is not the fault of the ill person that they have mental illness, and they should not be discriminated against. Assisting homeless people is an act of charity, like I've said before, just as if you were to sponsor a needy child overseas. I don't know how many of us are doing that. I don't have the will yet to sponsor a child overseas, but if you have the willpower, you have the money, please do. Acts of compassion are rarely looked upon as being a waste. It may be more worthwhile to give money to an organized charity that assists the needy instead of directly giving a homeless person money out of your pocket. Another option might be to sponsor research into mental health. Treatment that can help homeless people in the long term with new treatment or clinics. Thank you if you're just joining. Welcome if you're just joining. Please say your name. I'm sorry, I've been seeing people coming in, but please tell me your name so that I can recognize your presence, because I don't like calling people's name without me getting permission from them. Good evening once again. My name is Kike Diamond, known as Noble Police. I'm talking about people we should help in our society or anywhere we are. I've talked about the blood donors, blood transfusion, sickle cell people, elderly people. Now I'm on homeless people. In some cases, maybe it is a waste of money, you might think, Many homeless are using the money that we give them to drink and use drugs. That is where our mind automatically just go. That they will just use it to drink, they will use it to smoke igbo. But then there are thousands upon thousands who are homeless due to no fault of their own. They have lost their job, and unable to obtain a new job, they have lost more. They have lost their homes. Can you imagine how much harder it is to find a job when you have no place, when you don't have an address? But I think the job center here, I don't know how it works now. I don't know. It's been a while that I make a research about that one. I don't know how it works. I don't know. But imagine you don't have a house. How can you get a job to go back to being you? It's difficult. In some cases, maybe it's okay, I've read that, sorry. They have no way to change their clothing, to wash, dry and iron their clothes. No way to stay clean. And this is why we see them, that they're dirty. This is why we see that the clothes is really dirty. Because where are they going to bath? Where are they going to have a wash? Where are they going to iron their clothes? Where are they going to stay clean? If they're homeless, they stay on the streets. To have apply makeup, they can't even apply any makeup. All the things needed to impress an employer without a permanent address or phone, there is no way to find out if there is a job offer. They cannot go to job interview. That is where the makeup come in. Because you want to look okay, you want to look good. But when you don't have a home, you're homeless. How can you do that? Except showing up and asking if there is an employment offer, which can prove embarrassing, and it's not generally socially accepted. They cannot go to offices looking dirty and saying, I need a job. Who is going to employ them? Please, if you're just joining in, say hi to me so that I can say hello to you. The homeless are not homeless by choice. Even those who drink and do drugs don't choose to be homeless. And it's not just adults who are homeless. There are homeless children too. Yes, there are. Most of like the poor countries, there are loads of homeless children. Even in our own country, there's loads of homeless children. Some are homeless due to mental illness. I've said that. They have become mentally unstable due to being homeless. That could even affect them. When you're just walking, no destination. You see here, you sleep. You see the other way, you sleep. No destination. There are so many homeless people that the shelters are full, which leaves the unlucky sleeping under freeway overpasses, railroad bridge, under the tree, inside the cupboard boxes, wood pallets. You know, they just sleep anywhere. Come sun, come rain. Oh my gosh. They are often wet, cold, frostbite in winter. Oh my gosh. And in summer, sunburn, dehydrated in summer. They are hungry, tired, and always on the move to find food and want. But sometimes we don't see like that. We don't know what they're going through because we're not in that position. You see where I'm coming from? They need our help. But we see them as they made themselves like that. We see them as if we give them that money, they will use it to drink, they will use it to buy drugs. Helping the homeless is not about money only. You can buy them food direct. I've seen one before near KFC begging money. And what did I do? I said, come in KFC, I bought him food. I don't have to give him the money if I'm thinking, oh, he's going to buy drugs with me. Buy them water bottle. Take them to restaurants to eat. Some of us will be ashamed to do that. Seriously, if I have the will and the power and the money, this is sort of things that I want to do and I want to do. And I always ask God, and I'm saying it again, God help me to help others. Some of us will be ashamed. Homeless in the restaurant, I should take it, will be smelling, it will be doing this. Buy them clothes, buy them shoe, duvet, pillow, blankets, and so on. You don't have to give them direct money. Take them shopping. Let them pick what they want. Remember, you have what they don't have. And God forbid you are in that situation. We all need help. We all need help. Be it anything, anywhere. We all need help. Like I put something, I'm going to go quickly to that. I put something on my Facebook, I think a month ago now. I put on my Facebook, I said, I'm willing to give 2 or 3 parents my time. I think, did I say 2 days or 3 days? I'm not sure. But I said, I just put to all single parents, I'm willing to give 2-3 days of my time. Maybe people thought I was joking, or I was playing, or I was messing about. I only see likes. Nobody comments and said, I need your help. But I know that a holiday is coming. Nobody inboxed me to ask how, why, when, how. You know? Nobody asked that. But I was willing to actually donate my time for a single parent. And I put that. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. If you have children, I was willing to give you my time to come and cook for you, wash your clothes, not your clothes or the children's clothes, to help around the house. Or you can bring the children for me to look after while you have a rest. And I did put under there, I said not for party, but for you to take a break. Nobody comments. Holiday is coming now, the 1 week holiday. They've even started. But I'm sorry, it's too late now because I prepared myself for something else now. But I was willing to donate my time to help people that are going through a lot. Not the ones that have boyfriend, girlfriend that's helping them. The ones that are struggling. I was willing to donate my time to come in your house at no cost. Even if it's cleaning you want me to do, whatever you want me to do, I was willing to do that. And I put it on my Facebook wall and said, I'm willing to donate my time to help. But not for you to go to party, but for you to take a break, to go out, to sleep, whatever you want to do, have time for yourself. How many of us ever thought of doing so to our friends that we know that is struggling? To a neighbor that we know that she or he is struggling? How many of us knock our neighbor's door? Kokomi, I know we will say that. Ilokomi anti neighbor. I've always say I'm an outspoken person. In my area, they all know me. All my neighbors know. In fact, the whole building of my house know me. Because I like to mingle. I like to talk. I like to say hi. How are you doing? Even I want to remember cleaning. I don't see them as cleaner. That is their job. They're doing their job. I say hello to them when I'm going out in the morning. Some of us, we just ignore anyone we see around us. But you know, that smile you carry out from your house goes a long way. That hello that you say to someone in the morning can carry you yourself from morning to when you come back. Hello sir, Mr. Michael. Hola, good evening, welcome, thank you for joining in. Today's program is about who are the people we should help. Who needs our help in the society? How can we help in the society? In our community, around us, anywhere, in the world itself. Helping goes a long way. The little you do to someone, you will get it back. But don't expect the same person you give it to return it to you. It will come when you're not expecting it. We should help orphans and widows. Perhaps amongst the more vulnerable of people groups, without the stability of a two-parent household, economics trouble can overwhelm a family. leaving them without shelter or food and in need of help. Do not mock a widow or an orphan. Give if you can to the adopts, or you can adopt an orphan if you can afford to. Sponsor one if you can afford to. But never mock an orphan or a widow. And yet we see people that do that. Are we helping them? Are we helping them? We are not helping them. When you mock somebody that their husband died, or their wife died, or their child died, or somebody that is helping in that family died. When we mock an orphan, somebody that doesn't have a mother, a father, or anybody, life is difficult for that person already, than you making it more difficult for that person. How do we help them? Do you go to an widow's house and say, "Mommy, Daddy, what do you want me to do for you? How do you want me to help you today?" Or you see them carrying heavy load. And most of us do say that. But sometimes, like I said before, let's put ourselves in some situations. What if it's me? Life is tough already for everybody. We all know that. But if life is good with you, if life is laughing with you, laugh with others that don't have. Laugh with these people that needs our help. Don't pull them down. Support them with whatever you have. As they always say, we only know today, we don't know tomorrow. You know, I put this on the Facebook wall. Who should we help? And somebody says prisoners. I was like, prisoner, okay. And it's one of those things that some of us, or many of us, might not even thought of. Prisoner, why do I want to help prisoner? There's some cases, you know, I always like to do research. There's some cases that led some people into prison that is not their fault, or especially in Nigeria. Some people are in prison for what they don't know nothing about. It happens to somebody that I know here. Something she did not commit. She went to prison. She told me herself. But as long run, the judge that looked at the case after was like, what rubbish case is this? And they released her. What would we call that? But at that time, if she needs our help or one of our friends' help, they will say, no, I cannot help her. No. That's the way life is. Let me give you some scenario. Let me say Mr. Hay got involved in drug and gang violence when he was young, right? When he was young. Now he's behind bars, but his lifestyle hasn't changed. He's still getting into fights and sneaking drugs. Mr. A wishes he could shake off the anger and sober up, but he doesn't even know where to begin. Okay, people like this, how do we help them? Would we have a fault of helping them? Automatically, no. We say, drug and gang. But you know, some people have that mindset of they can change. They just need somebody that can talk to them. They just need somebody to help them get out from that situation. But most of us, most times, we only think about ourselves. Everybody is guilty about that. We only think about ourselves. Another scenario. Mrs. B was released from prison 3 months ago. While she was out, right? And she has to work hard to become a better person. Now she's ready for a fresh start. But everyone she meets disappear as soon as they find out about her past. Mrs. B wonders, why won't anyone give her a chance to prove she has changed? Just like I said, we all make mistakes. She realized a mistake. She want to become a better person. But because she's been in prison, who wants to help her? All her friends are running away from her. Even work she cannot get. One more scenario. Mrs. C dad is in prison, hours away, and her mom is struggling to make ends meet. Miss C sits alone at lunch and on the bus, so the other kids won't ask her why they never seen her dad. She feels so lonely and wonders every day if her dad still loves her. She misses him so much. Somebody like that has a dad in the prison. Nobody wants to talk to her. She's even afraid for everybody to know that her dad is in prison. How do we help people like that? What can we say to them? Do we know why the dad went to prison? Do we know what he did? And this happens a lot of time. Sometimes the children suffer the dad's whatever that goes on. It's just like, I'm always go back to my country. I'm sorry, that's where I'm from. Good evening, Auntie Tokwe, tell me blessed. Good evening to you. How are you? Please, if you're just joining in, say hi to me so that I can recognize your presence. Thank you for joining. My name is Kike Diamond. I'm known as Noble Police. Today's talk is, who are the people we need to help? How can we help people? Yeah, back to what I was saying. Sometimes we just have that thing in our head. Say that it's like this scenario now. The dad went to prison. If she's going to marry anybody, automatically they will say, don't marry her. Or my one. Babette lo se won. Yet lo se won. Egment lo se won. So if you don't marry her, why should she suffer for what her dad has committed or one of the family member has committed? But because one of her family member has been to prison, automatically she's been neglected. Nobody wants to go near her. Are we helping the word? You can see now. Because when that person put prisoners, as like prisoner care. But they need our help. But we don't go there. We don't think of it that way. I have some, I'm going to finish very soon. I'm not taking time today. 8 reasons why you should give to others in need. Reasons why you should give to others in need. Because, I shouldn't start with because, so I'm sorry. Because it's not good to start with because, and I keep saying because. That's not a good English. I'm sorry for that. When you give help to someone in need, you facilitate strong encouragement. Showing compassion and giving kindness can really uplift a person when he's experiencing a rough time. It conveys a scene of faith. I don't know if you get it. When you help, you're showing compassion. Like I said, there are people that needs our help in the community. There are people that needs our help in anywhere, in any country. Your friends need your help. Your family needs your help. People you don't know needs your help. Blood donations need your help. Organ donations need your help. Charities need your help. Sickle cell people need your help. The prisoners need your help. Homeless needs your help. Helping people in need, set an example for your children, family, and friends to encourage you as a parent to teach your children the importance of charities and volunteer service as an enriched part of everyday life. Just like the post I put on my Facebook today, was it today or yesterday, when I said my son told me, "Mommy, you are kind." What did he say again? You are kind, kid friendly, and one more thing that he said. And they're learning. Your children are learning from what you are doing. I remember my mom used to donate to Oxfam. I don't know if anybody remember Oxfam, and it was what she was doing before she died. She had that regular money going to Oxfam every time. And my other sister, I picked it. I was doing the same thing till now. I'm still doing it, but mine is not Oxfam that I'm doing. But every month there's something going out, which was what I took from her. You can see how our children picks it, why we should help. And when you I don't know how to say that Yoruba. When you give to others, it sets a positive and powerful tone for the day. Just like when I say that little smile from your house, you just open your door, start smiling. Hey, yeah, worry. But that smile, that smile you're carrying from your house, from your doorsteps, down to the road, down to your car, wherever you meet, you're smiling with them. Good morning. And that smile will be there from that morning till you finish work. Even when you get to work, try it. Somebody might just need that smile. Giving to others is jumpstart cable to a healthy habit. Once you start giving, you can't stop. That is true. Once you start giving, sometimes you say, torí pé mo máa ń fún wọn, one take a piece, one shake it kan, mi ò lè fún wọn mọ́, irọ́ ni. If you are somebody that gives, you will continue doing it. Only that you might limit it, but you will still continue doing it. Helping others and charitable giving has a profound rippling effect. You never know. Your single act of kindness could change lives in more ways than you possibly can imagine. That is when I said the little you give can go a long way. Sometimes people they don't need our money. Sometimes they just need someone to talk to. They need somebody that they can tell something that will listen to them. Somebody that can just push them a little bit up. I'm that kind of person. I need somebody to even tell me, Kike, shoti gbalẹ̀ Kike, shoti fobo. Kike, timetable to koye, you better do it today. Some people just need just that little things, just words of encouragement. What about the application form you want to fill? Have you filled it in? What about that interview you're telling me about? Are you prepared for it? Don't let us see helping as in form of money only. We can help in so many ways. You can send a food to somebody in Nigeria that you know that is suffering. It doesn't have to be money. You can contact somebody, give that person the money, or put it in the bank and say, help me to buy so rice or whatever. Go and give it to this person. Your old bags, your old shoes, give it to them. It's back then we used to think, if I give them my shoe, my clothes, they'll go and do something bad to it. Anybody that wants to do that, anyone you're helping, that now want to use your help against you, it will turn against them, not you. Because God sees your heart, that willingly you want to help that person. And most of us sometimes we're afraid of that. Some of us want to help. Some of us want to do to people. But we have that thing in our head sometimes. But I'll send the boba show me. Especially I show one mommy. Come and look mom, come and look shaking. We need to erase that. We need to stop thinking that way. They said when you think positive, the positive comes to you. When you think negative, negative comes to you. So we need to stop thinking negative and talk and think positive. Helping others. Okay, I've said that. Generosity and charitable gift giving promotes longevity. I can't call that word so give. I can say it in my mind, I cannot say it out. You can help in form of gifts. You know, somebody suffering from, like in this UK we are. Sometimes I do have somebody that don't have a phone at all. That I don't mind any phone you give them. You might think a Lolonta phone. We have some people that come from Nigeria that don't have anything. They don't have anything. Yes, they might be living with somebody's helping them, but it's not enough for them. They don't have. They are begging from one to another to another. They are moving from one house to another to another. There was something I wanted to talk about, but I don't know if... Okay, I'm going to round it up. Well, I'm not going to take time, and maybe I'll just mention it. Because I was in the bathroom yesterday, and I was thinking about it. And it's part of what I just went into, that we have some parents that come from Nigeria that came to have a baby here, a child here, and they stayed, or they went back and come back. Another pregnancy, they come, they stay. Some of us will say, Asha monko to wan be, why to shen pada wan gba to monko fe wa fi ajara won. I don't know the reason why. That's why I said I will talk about it a little bit. Lending a helping hand is the single most easiest thing you will ever do in life that can make a difference and have a meaningful impact. Which is true. When you help people, you just feel good. Remember these people you're helping, they don't have. They wish they have what you have. That little you have, some people don't have 1/3 of it. That little you have, some people don't have nothing near what you have. You are able to go out to work, come back, make money. Some people are not able to do that. You have a roof over your head. Some people don't. Some people get blood transplants or transfusion. You don't. Some people go to the hospital every week. You don't. You wear shoes. Some people might not be able to wear one. You have these 2 hands. Some don't. So you can see why we should help. We just need to sit down and put yourself in that position, in that situation. What if it's me? But we tend to go for what is not relevant. Amanle nkoti tiko lewa. But we have so many people that needs our help. You are fortunate to have food, shelter, clothes, water. Give to others that don't have. Give to others that don't have. We have people that begs on the streets. Sometimes people might encourage you as a funny or be careful £1. Wherever you are, you say remember, you are not in that situation. A little you give can go a long way. Don't see them as, they will use that money to go and smoke. They will use money. It doesn't matter what they use the money to. Remember what I said about the homeless. Mentally, they're not stable. Some can pretend. It's up to them. But God sees your own acts that you're only trying to help. How are you helping others that need help? Not only your family, not only your friends, but people that you don't even know. What are you doing to help others? Especially people that have nothing. When you see homeless guy, people that are begging money, what do? You spit at them. You look at them, go, and to some of you that have, what do you call them? Omodo, what do you call them? That have people that help you in the house. How do you treat them? Even you that have companies, how do you treat your workers? How do you help them to develop? I had one story the other time that somebody bring a man or a little boy then to this country to help to look after the kids. And that boy now is part of the family. He's all grown up. He will be like even like 40, going to 40. He's a man now. He's got his own family. And I heard that family helped him. That family helped him to build his life. Everything is comfortable. But they bring him from where they bring him from to come and help. But they did not neglect him. After helping them, that he helped them to bring the kids up, they helped him as well. He's now married. He has a child. Thank you, my lovely auntie. House help. And this was in this country. And he's living fine. As part of the family, they did not see this person as an house help. How many of us can do that? How many of us? We've seen so many scenarios in this country whereby you bring somebody and you make that person work and work and work. And at the end of the day, when they finish helping you, down was sitter. How do you treat people? How do you help people around you? Let's talk about those house girls. They can be very horrible. I was a victim, especially those Nigerians ones. Yes, we do have ones that, we do have some bad eggs. We've seen some as well on the, Facebook, where they tried to poison the Oga. And there was one actually I posted myself where the gate man cut the Oga's head because he was coming to London or something like that. Very sad. But it's just like what I'm saying. He is not helping his Oga. His Oga was helping him. So it's part of the question I am asking. How do we help? And you see when you help people, what happened? He was helping the gate man. In the thing, he said that gate man, they ate together. He gave him shelter. He helped him. And he did that to him. But God saves him. Because God sees his heart. That he is an helper. He survived it. It's on my wall. He survived it. Somebody he dined, eat with everything with you, gave shelter, give everything. And he was coming to London and he was telling you, gosh, maybe they go London tomorrow. And you tried to kill him. He said he didn't know how he survived it. But he did. You see, that little help we do makes a lot of difference to us. Let me read your comments. They don't want to work anymore, just looking for money. That's why I say sometimes it's not, you don't have to help them with money. If that is what they're looking for, they're assess the situation. If you can afford to help them and send them away, that is fine. I give you another situation that happens that I know, which when we went for my dad's funeral, the boy The boy that was helping my dad before he died, you know, we went back home, done everything. We don't need him anymore. He needs to go, doesn't it? Yes. But he needs some things. He said he wants to go back to school. He said he wants to do so, and so. And one of my sisters said, I want to help him. And that is what she did. We don't have to retain him. There's nobody he wants to look after anymore. But he told my sister what he wants. And she did it for him. Paid the school fees. And that's it. We have bad eggs, like I said. We have people, we have our alaimore. The people that you want to help, but, especially, I'm sorry to say this, especially within the family. Family in me. So ore, so ibi, I don't know how to reverse it. So ore dibi moyan lowo. And sometimes some people like to help in distance, people that I don't even know. So we can't say because of these people we don't want to help, we cannot help. I've always said to people that anyone that has a roof over their head, anyone that has a job, that I know you have a job, you have a roof over your head, from Nigeria, I am sorry. If you ask money, I'm sorry I don't have. But if you don't have anything, you are suffering. You don't know how you are going to eat the next food. With that little I have, I am willing to give. That are the people we should be helping. The ones that has nothing. The one that has no food, no shoe, no clothes. Don't know how to survive the next 1 hour. But most of us get it wrong sometimes. I want to call later to okay, I want to do one, I need the 5,000, I need the 20,000. Have you helped that little kid that need 5 naira first? Have you helped that man, that woman, that child that need just rice, that just food to eat? But you want to do show off and help with 50,000, 100,000. Even in this London, when I was working with the voluntary thing that I was working with before the close up, when people walk in, I would sit down and look at my life and say, thank you, Jesus. Even people from our own country, even people that were born here, even people of this country, just toothpaste, Maclean, anything, bathing soap, they don't have. Breakfast, they don't have. I think it comes down to how we manage this house help when they come to us. Giving them opportunity to come here is not the same as abusing them. Au pair must have job description and half days, not used as slaves. Yes, having said that, some are actually bad using by looking for a way out as soon as they touch the soul of England. You're very right, man. Some. But sometimes when we treat, like the situation I gave, where the man came when he was little to help a family to bring up their children. And that man is living well now with his own family. And he has now become a family to the people that bring him to this country. And he's doing fine. Sometimes the way we treat people matters. The way we treat people matters. How are you treating people? What are you doing to help your fellow human being that don't have? How do you help the beggars? Automatically, some, like I said, I'm not giving them. They will use that money to buy drugs, to buy. Sometimes, most of them don't even know what they're doing. They're not stable. Remember, they don't have anywhere to wash. They don't have anywhere to change the clothes. They don't have address for them to even look for work. They cannot even look for work because they're not clean. How many of us can take one of them to our own house and say, come and have a shower in there? Even me that I'm talking, I cannot do it. But how many of our own churches that can do that? How many? How many of we Nigerians, even in Nigeria, how many companies, churches, group that can do that? Most times, like I've said again, we only think about ourselves. And not only we think about ourselves, most times we think about I alone, not your own children. How are you helping your own children? How are you helping your own children? Give you an example again. Diamond today, when the teacher complained of him to me, I said to him right in front of his teacher, I said, no game, nothing for you in the next 2 weeks. Because I've told the teacher, if Diamond is naughty, tell me. And I like that teacher. She said, I told Diamond I would tell mommy. How are you helping your children? Are you the kind of person when your child does something, you just don't do that again, without no punishment, without him or her realizing what he or she did is wrong? How are we helping other kids? Another one. Was it yesterday or today, Diamond? When one of the child was naughty. And I was like, Mommy, would you do that? I said the mom would not mind of me doing it. Because I'm helping that child as well. She was naughty and I can tell her off. If she likes, she can like me. If she likes, she shouldn't like me. How are we helping in general, in every situation? Like some of us, we only know about ourselves. And some of us, we don't even help ourselves. We don't help ourselves in a sense of we please someone else's than pleasing ourselves. But not many homeless are unstable. The section has made many homeless. I've been a part of the charity that gives hot food to homeless, and you will be shocked how all suited men and women with nowhere to lay their heads due to present. I said that as well, man. Like sometimes situation causes it. I've seen someone that has a mortgage in this country, but because they miss some payments, it made them homeless. Not all of them are not, some of them are not stable. And some of them, the reason why they're not even stable is because of the situation that they are in, has made them unstable. Frustration, stress, everything has made them turn to something else. It's just like car payments. When you don't make up to the payment, they will take it. And in this country, it's so easy for them to take everything from you. Yes, I've seen that situation too, man, where somebody that has been well okay, has his own house there. But now, it's okay, he's managing, have a job, but he lost everything completely. May God not let us find ourselves in that situation. That's why I said sometimes we need to help ourselves. We have some people that they only know about themselves. And some people that please other people and unplease themselves and fall into some situation where they now need help. So let's check ourselves. Put yourself in some situation. What if it's me? What if I am that person that is lonely? What if I am that person that has cancer, that needs help from all of you that are watching me? What if I am that person that need the blood? Here we go. Who is going to donate blood for me? What if I am among the person that need organs? What if my child is in Great Ormond Hospital, Street Hospital? How can I help them? What can I use to help them? Forget the government. I'm talking about you now. What if I have a child in Great Ormond Hospital that needs my help? You can donate for them. You can give them money. You can give them gifts. You can give them clothing. You can give them toys. What if I am the one that has sickle cell? That my child needs blood transfusion. That I need people that can help to volunteer themselves to make a research. To make myself a better person. Mr. Adeaga says, some people will help you because of their hidden agenda. Yes, we have some people like that. And that's some shekari me, like I said. You know, that some of the family will need 50,000. When somebody just right at their side only need £1, but they will not help that person with £1. What if I am in a poor country where I have nothing? What if I am an homeless person that don't have a roof over my head, that don't know how to wash, how to feed myself, that sleeps around? I don't have no clothing, I don't have no address, nothing. What if I am an orphan? What if I am a widow? Put yourself in those positions. What if I am a prisoner? Who are the people that will help me? That is why we need to start helping. Helps goes a long way. People don't render help without taking something in return. Most men don't. That's just a little laugh. Most men don't. So men, you're looking for a job under them. They want to sleep with you. That's back in Nigeria, all those offices. Who are the people that will help us in the community? Who are the people that can give us help freely without anything in return? And some women as well, when they need men's help, to go and be babysitting for them, taking their kids to school, when you know that you don't want to marry that man. When we want to help, let's help genuinely from our own hearts. Not because we want to gain something. Remember, the person you help will not be the person that will help you. And remember, the help you do today doesn't mean you will get it today. It's even better to help today and get that help in future where you need it most. You know, I have this mind of I want to see how people can help me to achieve if 1 million person, right? 1 million people, one person to donate just £1, but I need 1 million people to do that. Oh gosh, I'm giving that away now. But seriously, I don't know how to I'm even looking for help. Now I'm looking for help. Let me say it now. I'm looking for help for people that can help me, that can sponsor me to achieve 1 million people to donate £1 each for me. I don't care where you are. You can be in Nigeria and donate £1. You can donate in Nigeria and convert it to £1. Only need £1 from 1 million people to make me a millionaire. Is that possible? It's possible if people can help. People are laughing, but it's true if you look at it. And if we can all do that in this world, right? I'm not talking about just in this whole world though. If we have people that can, we have more than 1 million people in this world now. We have so many. So if I'm not asking for too much, just £1 from each person. And I need people that will sponsor me to do that. And if we can do that for not only myself, if we can do that if we can do that to, you know, people from, we just pick randomly to make them a millionaire, by just one person donating. And you don't have to donate for everybody. I'm sure poverty will limit itself from the world, back by the whole world, if we can do that. But that is help. That is what we call help. But without that help, we can never achieve that. But it has to start from somewhere, somebody. And it's starting from you. So I need sponsor. If you're watching me right now, and if you can sponsor me to achieve that target, you can help me broadcast. Maybe I will tell my boss to cut this bit out so that we can post it everywhere. You will help me to share. That is part of help. Even sometimes when I come online, you see that I don't want to say share. Am I going to run marathon or climb? I am not running and I am not climbing, no. I'm doing it for myself. I'm not saying I'm giving it to the charity. Oh. This is just to know if it is possible for 1 million people to donate £1 each. £1, not more than £1. Just £1. Even if you have billion in your account, all I need is £1. But I need 1 million people to do that. 1 million people to do that. That's all I want to achieve, and I want to know if. Great topic tonight, Noble Police. God will continue to give me more wisdom. Oh, thank you, Auntie Sheon. Thank you. Evangelist Antibola Jimati. See, the Lord in the making. No, it's true. If one, let's start from even Noble People International magazine itself. All our crew just start donating £1 each. But I need somebody that will sponsor an account that it will be going in. Please, no tax. So I know they will tax me out of it. So let's do the sponsorship so that, or any tax that they will take itself, I will still achieve my 1 million. So I'll be a part of millionaire. How would I call it? Let's see if we can get. That's part of help. Now I'm saying it now. I only need 1 million people to give me £1 each. I'm not saying you should bring your 10%, 5%, 20%. Only £1. And if we can do that to people, to help people achieve that kind of thing, even we can start that 1 million. After that 1 million, we can cut it down to maybe 500,000, just to give it to somebody that has nothing. Bam. Make him, her a billionaire or whatever, make her rich or make him rich, and bless somebody else. And that person bless another person. And that person bless another person. The world will be a better place for us to live, for everybody to live. Especially if we can achieve this kind of thing that I just said in Nigeria. Just one person to bless somebody, and that person to bless another person, and that person to bless another person, and make that blessing keep going. It's part of LP. I read something at one of the big wedding in Lagos, and Bill Gates was present. He was appealed at the rate money was spent, requested for donation for his project on eradicating poverty. Sorry, the thing keep going, so that's why I'm pausing. Eradicating poverty in Africa. What do I want to do with the money? What I want to do is with the money is have it for myself as a millionaire, and I will help people through that as well. It's not going to be me spending, but out of that money, publicly saying it, I will make myself comfortable. I don't want mansion, just to make myself comfortable. If it's just 2-3 bedroom house that I can get for myself and be okay, I will help someone else. And from there, it will be a project, and a plain project for that kind of thing to keep going on, to help less privileged people. We just pick randomly people from anywhere that are not, we will even investigate to know that that person is poor. I will just pick a name from whatever names that they dropped. Pick one name and raise money from that for that person.
This is what all these charity people should be thinking about. I am sorry. How to lift one person up. You can never what's that in English? Eliminate poverty just like that by helping 550,000 at one go. But if you can just pick one person up and help that one person, make that person sign a contract that when we do this for you, you will do it for someone else. There's no way you can give 1 million person money together. Just like I said, do it for one person, but that one person has to do something for another person. And that another person has to do something for another person. It will go a long way. Only if our government in Nigeria, if they can see this and just pick up people that don't have, go to villages that don't have. But no, greediness, Ojukokoro has covered our eyes. Look what is going on now. The other time I said, why can't one of them just present their own son and said, I want my son to be that president? Some of us will say, on Matukowo Jenny. Yes, we might think that way, but you know what? That son might not have the same mind, the same heart that his father has. He might have a good proposal for Nigeria. Along the way, he might change and said, these are my people. But nobody is saying it that way. It's 9 o'clock now. I gotta go. I want to say thank you, a big thank you for people that has joined. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy yourself. The kids are on holiday. Please do create time for your children. You know, some of us parents, when it comes to us traveling to Nigeria, traveling to America, going to see our boyfriend, going to see our girlfriend, going to see sugar daddy, sugar mommy, we'll take time off to go and see them. But when it comes to our children, we will not take time off work to look after our children. Please, sometimes let's use our holiday to stay with our children. God bless you. Once again, my name is Kike. I'm known as Noble Police. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy yourself, and God bless you. Good night. Thank you. Until my big sister, pretty sister. Thank you, everybody, once again. I do appreciate. Thank you to my boss. Thank you for everybody that's joining. Thank you to my children that always follow me everywhere I go. I love you. See you next week, Friday. Don't forget to tune in and to comment. We are here every day on Noble People International Magazine.